What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, in this one, I just have to kind of be very upset because I paused the microphone in order for you guys to hear the content on one of my videos recently because I had a thing that we were listening to, and it just makes sense because I don't have any headphones down here. And I never unpaused it. I never unmuted it. And I went through four freaking videos. My mistake. Went through four videos, and literally, I believe I had some quality stuff that I was talking about, especially related to Terra Luna Classic. And I now don't have any of that. And I hope that I can give you guys the same quality video because it was based off of a reaction of like a tweet and based off of a reaction of, people saying that Terra Luna Classic is dead. So I hope that I can give you that same level of quality because I felt very, very good about that video. But with how frustrated I am right now and how my voice feels like it's on fire, um, I just don't know. So I will try to be confident. I will try to put through the same level of confidence into the video, but you can tell I'm already visibly upset. But it's my fault. I can't complain about it. I can't sit here and be like, oh, it was this person's fault. No, it was my fault. So, anyways, in this video, I want to talk about Terra Luna Classic and the popularity. I got a comment and saw some tweets and some things back and forth about Terra Luna Classic and how it's dead, how it will never survive this bullish or bearish momentum that we've been seeing, and that the bullish momentum, we won't see Terra Luna Classic move at all. I have to disagree. I still think Terra Luna Classic will move. I still think it has a lot of life in it. What I do think is dead, though, is that window of popularity that I've talked about. I mentioned a long time ago that Terra Luna Classic has a window of popularity. Honestly, any popular coin has a window of popularity. And if you don't do something in that window of popularity, you will never be able to get the things that you want to get out of it. And the one thing that we wanted to get out of that play was to move Terra Luna Classic to a value of $1, right? Get it to a value of $1 or higher, repeg USTC, restore the chain, do all of these things. And the way that we do that is by decreasing that supply. We needed to. I think the initial response was great to decrease the supply with a burn tax and establish that burn tax. However, only one half of the mission was done when the burn tax was implemented. Implementing the burn tax means implementing the burn tax on all volume. A lot of people didn't understand that the on-chain volume and off-chain volume are separate. And when exchanges agree to do what the chain wants to do, it doesn't mean that they're going to do it off-chain on their transactions. It means that they're going to do it on the on-chain transactions, just like they would on the chain. So when we had that discussion, that's where a lot of people were like, no, you know what? They're not going to do that. They're never going to do that. They already denied it. So now we need to focus on utility. I've said for months, if not years, that we didn't need that. We didn't need utility on chain because if you look at the numbers, the percentage of volume that was happening on chain was insanely low. And the reason why it's as high as it is because of staking. Staking went live before we saw the burn tax get implemented, meaning that volume was high on chain only to stake. There's no other reason to see volume happen on chain. Besides, like if you're doing something on the exchange, sending it from Terra, the station wallet, sending it from the wallet that they have over to Binance or whatever, yeah, you can see that action. But the millions or hundreds of millions or billions of dollars or trillions of coins that we saw that were going through in a day, the reason why it dropped off was not because of staking, or it was not because of the burn tax. It was because of the fact that we had staked everything that we pretty much were going to stake. It was like 15%. And you saw that volume continue to trickle off. There was no more reason for people to buy or do anything on chain. And also, we didn't have the ability to buy on the station wallet. We didn't have the ability to sell on the station wallet. So if we don't have that ability, there's no reason or no activity to happen on chain. So the burns are not going to have a massive impact. They will right there, but what it does have is it shows the exchanges what we are willing to do. We're willing to give up a portion of what we have there in order to buy and sell and do everything and act and transact on chain. So we're willing to do that off chain as well. It shows that we can come together as a community and go, okay, this is what we need in order to restore Terra Luna Classic. And the fact that we had a whole side that said, we don't care about your feelings, we don't care about what you want or the goal of the entire community, or even getting to this point of getting Terra Luna Classic back to $1. We only care about the utility that needs to be on chain. Because there's so much volume happening on chain that if we build on chain, that volume will now transact into what we build. If that's not the dumbest thing I've ever heard, I want you guys to point me to what that dumbest thing is. Because if there's no volume, you don't go there. That's like saying, you know what? I see that this area over here gets no traffic at all, so I'm going to go ahead and build myself a restaurant. You'll be closed in a year. I mean, you just don't, like, you don't go to a place that doesn't have the traffic. So why would you think that that's the case? Until you can build the traffic, not saying build utility, but build the outlet. If people can, outlet and inlet, if people can buy and sell on chain, then it makes sense to go that route. And if you see the volume, it makes sense to go that route. But you wouldn't build a McDonald's on a road that doesn't have roads. There's no cars that's gonna go there, right? It's like the Lightning McQueen or whatever it's called, Cars, where they have that town and they have a road that now makes it easier, so they cut through. They don't even cut through this town anymore. Like, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to build businesses in this place that nobody's going through. So that's not where we needed to go. We needed to focus on exchanges. We needed to focus on getting the community all in one place and all believing in one task. And then once you do that, now the exchanges can go, we see your point. The whole community is together. Sorry. Again, my throat's on fire. We see the whole community together, and now we can move forward here with the burn tax. I don't know how much I need to argue this. I mean, I guess it's a lot, but it shows that popularity right now is dead. We don't have that popularity because we have no vision forward. Popularity can come back. We just need that vision forward. And I don't want everybody coming for me again. I don't want any arguing back and forth, because people have been like yelling at me, telling me that I'm wrong and that I'm stupid for putting out a burn tax or wanting to put out a burn tax or supporting the burn tax, and that this is going to kill volume because CZ said at one point that if you have the burn tax, it'll kill volume. It'll just kill volume on his exchange. That's what he's talking about, and we've clarified that billions of times. So I don't know what else to do, because it seems like these people and everybody else that continues to claim this wants Terra Luna Classic to fail. Because what utility has been built? What thing is creating all of this volume? Do you want to go over to Terra Luna Classic right now? You want to see what it looks like right now? It's currently at a 40655 or 406,573 price, down 2.7% on the day. But that's not even the worst of it. The worst of it is that we're looking at a $16.8 million volume day. $16.8 million in volume. And you're like, that's $16.8 million. We can have a bunch of taxes off of that. Well, guess how much is happening on chain? $11,000. Can you get a bunch of taxes from that? No. We need to see where all the volume is happening. We could have had billions upon billions of dollars get burned off in Terra Luna Classic. We could have. But why didn't we? we didn't have this burn tax associated with on-chain and off-chain data. If we would have been fighting for this from the get-go, from the beginning, we would be there. But we're not. And I don't want people to go, hey, you were right, Matt. You were right and we should have listened to you, or the burn tax was the right way to go. Like, I don't want this after the fact. That's like saying, hey, this child's going to get hit by a car. And then the other person, the family or the mom is like, no, the child's okay. And when the child actually gets hit by a car, who wins there? Like, I told you it's going to happen, but it doesn't make me feel good about still you letting it happen, right? I don't want those things to happen. I want Terra Luna Classic to succeed at every moment that it can. But I can only do so much. I'm only one person. I only have such of a following that believes in what I talk about. But then others, I can't find a way to convince them to do it, because then the negative people speak louder than everybody else that's trying to do something positive. I only care about this chain. I care about you guys making money. I care about the chain surviving and ultimately making more people money and giving more people opportunity. Right? I don't know what else to do. So I just wanted to talk about this to say that popularity window is gone. That large popularity window where we could have had $100-200 billion that could have ended up being taxed overall, and then seeing $4 billion, $5 billion, or whatever go through in taxes itself. And we're talking about $1 billion, meaning that whatever the price of Terra Luna Classic is, we can gather that much money to now convert into Terra Luna Classic to essentially burn off. I mean, that would be amazing. 2%, 1.2%, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We could have had so much that have been burning off, and then, only then, we have that vision forward. We have not had a single idea that has given us that vision forward. We've had repeg proposals. We've had multiple repeg proposals. We've had utility. We've had upgrades. We've had all these different things. Upgrades are necessary, but the one thing that keeps getting shot down is implementing some sort of a burn tax. I don't know what else to do. I don't want anybody coming for me and saying this is a dumb idea to have a burn tax. The last resort that I talked about, and we probably will get to that, is to do a reverse split. That's the last and final resort to repegging Terra Luna Classic and getting us to a level to where popularity is back. Even though we can't make millions of dollars, we can still make tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. If we do this to a, let's say, 100 to 1, right? 100 to 1, and you take out 2 zeros, and you're now looking at $50 billion or 50 billion coins. That's better than looking at 5.4 trillion. Am I right? Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I still have like a bunch of other videos to make. I don't want to have to even make those videos because my voice hurts, and I still have to make food. I don't know, but hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.